welcome back to My Tech Wardrobe. My name is Caitlin, and today we're going to be doing a bit of a work-life blend vlog, or at least that's how I've imagined it. Over the past couple of years, I have really had to rethink how I work. And because I hate the term work-life balance because naturally things are always just uneven, I kind of consider my work in terms of a work-life blend. So that basically means, how am I going to blend work into my life rather than have my life be primarily revolved around work and then try to fit in my other things around it. I'm very fortunate, disclaimer, to work for a company that is very flexible. So although I work full-time, the hours that I work are sort of up to me. We have core working hours, but I can work in and around those pretty flexibly. I get a lot of questions about how I manage a full-time job and post on YouTube and do other creative projects regularly. So I think this vlog is a little bit of insight into that, a little bit of insight into some of the fun things I can get up to when I try to blend work into my day rather than let it completely drive my day. So I hope you enjoy. I usually get up around 6 in the morning. If I'm feeling a little bit tired or I've had a later night the night before, I tend to get up anywhere between 6 and 6:45. But today I'm up at 6. I'm most productive work-wise between the hours of 6 a.m. and 12 noon. So really I try to pack all of my creative work and creative output type of work into the morning. Wow, this lighting is bad. Okay, well, we're just gonna have to deal with it. So I was possessed by this urge to finally go to the farmer's market this morning. And the farmer's market near us is actually open on weekdays, so it's open on Thursdays and Saturdays. And I've always really wanted to just pop out on a Thursday morning and go get some of the cannoli that I see at one of the stands all the time online, and also just like look around and see if I can find any sweet treats. I just have been way too busy to do this in the last few weeks, but I really want to. So I'm just gonna do it today, and I'm hoping that since it is truly miserable out there, it's raining in the winter, that fewer people will be there and I can get in and out a little faster. We'll see. Wish me luck. All right, so far, there's absolutely no one here. So I'm really hoping it's open. But we'll find out. It's pouring rain. I brought my umbrella, brought my tote bag. Let's get some cannolis. All right, that was very successful. I didn't spend very long in there because I'm working today. So I have so much stuff I need to get done, but that was such a nice excursion. And I have a very full tote full of sweets. So I will do a haul when we get back home. Back home, and I am very excited to try all of this stuff. So here's what I got. So let's start with tea. I went to a tea stall because I didn't know that there was a tea stall, but I stocked up on some cream Earl Grey, which is my absolute favorite. It's just an Earl Grey with some hints of vanilla. I really wanted to try a jasmine green tea, so I got one of those as well. And I saw this one. This is ginkgo tea. Ginkgo biloba is well known for its healing properties, and it's a tree that I think is native to Japan and Korea, if I'm wrong. I was watching a vlog the other day that had ginkgo trees in it, and someone went to a cafe and had some ginkgo seeds, I think, or ginkgo fruit, and I thought that was really interesting because I'd never heard of it or tried it before, so I wanted to try it as soon as I saw it. So we'll see what that's like. But then also, the owner gave me a little sample of some Silver Needle white tea that he said he just got in from China. So this one, white teas are similar apparently to green teas. So I think I will try this either today or tomorrow. I'm kind of partial to maybe this one today or this one, but we'll see. And for the treats, I got Mr. Tech wardrobe and apple fritter. That is downstairs, but whoa. Cue angel music. This is cookies and cream and fudge cannoli. I am so excited. I have not had cannolis in a long time, and I wanted to go to the market specifically today to go to that stall and try some. So I'm going to do that today, and I will let you know which one is better. I also couldn't leave the market without a fresh cinnamon bun. This one is maple flavored, which I'm so excited about. So this is gonna be breakfast, basically. I usually add into my calendar a little slot for breakfast, so I guess this is now. And I'm basically just gonna have cinnamon buns and cannoli for breakfast, which sounds actually pretty good to me, so. Cookies and cream. It's everything I hoped it would be. Oh, it's so good. Almost as big as my head. I'm such a happy camper today. I'm the happiest person in the world, but then in like 20 minutes when all the sugar settles, my brain's gonna be dead. Today's a good day. Okay, I was gonna share this one, so I better stop eating it now. Not exactly conducive to work to have a cat on my lap constantly, but I love it. Sorry. God, it's so dark. It's just raining today, so it seems like it's nighttime, but it's actually not. So I caved and ended up making the ginkgo tea because I just was very curious and I just really wanted to try it. So I'm gonna try it. It's very light greenish yellow. Can you see that? It smells very woodsy, earthy. It's very mild, like it doesn't taste like a green tea because it's not, I guess. But it is kind of unlike anything I've ever had tea-wise. Ooh, it's very nice. I do like it. Okay, that one was a win. So, my work day, what's it like? Well, I am a program manager, which encompasses a lot of things, and basically I develop and conceptualize programs to help smaller and scaling tech companies hire people. And I'm not a recruiter, and we're not a recruitment agency. We're just sort of an incubator that helps Canadian tech companies grow. So what I do is create some of those programs to enable them to find the best and the brightest to build the stuff they actually want to build. And I'm a bit of a user journey, user experience designer. I'm a bit of a project manager, although not a very good one. And I do a lot of things, but today I've been doing some asynchronous work in the morning, so where the team just collaborates in an online document and then we take it up later when we meet synchronously. But I am meeting synchronously with my boss today for our one-on-one, and we're going to talk about objectives for this upcoming year, which is going to be interesting because it's a lot of stuff that we're running for the first time. So it'll be, I think, a pretty creative conversation, which is kind of fun. But to prep for that, I need to write down what I want some of my goals to be and how I think we might be able to make it work based on what I can do. So got to do that first for a little while, and then we'll see how it goes. Oh, baby. Is that a nice avocado or what? Being a classic millennial today and having some avocado toast. For lunch, I don't really have time to do anything else to it, so I just smushed up some avocado. There's some celery seed and red pepper on top, and I added some cucumbers just for something else. To be on it, this is just like a plain multigrain toast, not super interesting. I don't like avocado. Tilly, come on. How'd you even get up there? So it's 4:30 now, which is basically the end of my workday because my workday today technically started at 6 a.m. Don't mind me, I'm just relaxing on the rug, the banana carpet. So now my other work begins, which is YouTube videos. So I've got to edit one that is going live tomorrow, and all I've really done for that is just load the footage into Final Cut. So now begins an hour, 2 or 3 of editing that. And it's more of a vlog style, kind of like this one, so it should be a little bit easier to edit, but I guess I'll find out. I always get bogged down with little edits that I want to do that take way longer than they should, and they don't last that long on screen, so I'm not sure if they're even worth doing, but I like them. So that work starts now. When I talk about a blended work day, that's what this is. Going from one work to another and doing a lot of equally fun stuff, but busy. You're not allowed on the couch. Oh, nice try, giant baby. Oh, get off the couch. Get off the couch. What? Ah! Wow. I went to my great aunt and uncle's for dinner last night, and they have a lot of really great classic books, which they let me borrow, which is great. So we're just gonna do a fun show and tell because they're really beautiful covers, right? Right. And then you're gonna get off the couch because you're not allowed to be here. Sounds good. Okay. This isn't gonna work here. She keeps trying to lick me. Okay, hang on. We're gonna do this somewhere else. All right, is this better? Probably not. Okay, first up, I borrowed Persuasion by Jane Austen. And I had just recently read a book about how to write like Jane Austen, and persuasion is mentioned quite a few times. And I actually do already own it, but it's somewhere in the basement. I don't know where. And it'll take me forever to find it. So I just borrowed this beautiful sort of periwinkle blue copy from 1965. So I like how it feels. I like the weight of it, so I'm going to try this one. Next is this copy of Elizabethan fiction, and I also just read a biography recently on Shakespeare, and it referenced a lot of other Elizabethan playwrights, but these are not playwrights. These are novelists and short storyists, authors, I think. So I'm going to try to familiarize myself with Elizabethan fiction because I actually pretty much know nothing about it. So I'm excited to dig into this a little bit more and see if I even like it as, you know, a time period. And this one, English Masterpieces, Modern Poetry. I thought this was interesting because it's obviously an older book, and what's modern to one era is ancient to another. So this one was the 6th printing in 1955. So there are such modern poets in this compilation, such as Robert Frost and Emily Dickinson. But I just heard a podcast on a 2-part podcast actually on the life of Emily Dickinson, so I wanted to give this a try. And I actually have loved Robert Frost's poetry since I was in elementary school because I think in grade, I want to say 4 or 5 maybe, we had a big poster of, you know, 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood and I took the one less traveled by. That is Robert Frost. So wanted to read a little bit more of his. This gorgeous copy of Sonnets from the Portuguese by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. And I took one look at this and basically just fell in love with it because of the form factor and the illustrations and the gorgeous floral cover in sort of pastel hues. This is essentially what I want the design of my house to be, just whimsical floral pastels. So I'm excited to read this because I haven't read any Elizabeth Barrett Browning either, and it's shaping up to be a lot of poetry and a lot of classics, but I think I've read 14 books this year and I don't think a single one of them was a classic. A lot about classic authors, but not so much classics themselves. And then, to cap it all off, this. I know what you're saying. Caitlin, it's just To Kill a Mockingbird. We all read that in elementary school, or, I don't know, maybe high school. I read it in grade 8 and loved it. I have a copy, again, in the basement. But this, folks, is a first edition To Kill a Mockingbird, 1960. This is Harper Lee's artist photo taken by none other than the famous Truman Capote. This is an original print with an original dust jacket. This is the real deal, my friends. And I just think, A, it's gorgeous, and B, it might be worth a reread because I haven't actually read To Kill a Mockingbird all the way through for, I don't know, how long ago was grade 8? Ooh, I don't want to know. Anyway, so this is my mini haul that my great aunt and uncle graciously allowed me to borrow from them from their own personal library. So I am very excited to dig into all of these because unlike the library, I don't have a 3-week limit on the books. I can borrow them indefinitely, which is excellent because poetry, I don't know about you, it just takes me way longer to read. In my work-life blend, I always, this year anyway, have made time for quite a significant amount of reading. I don't think I'm going to get anything more productive done tonight. I already have a rough cut of my video that I've got to launch tomorrow. I have the thumbnail done, I have the kind of promotional stuff for Instagram done, so I think it's just time to say goodnight and wrap up this day, because it has been a long day and I'm very tired. Tilly, you gotta tell them, if you liked it, don't forget. Pay attention. If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe, and if you didn't like it, subscribe anyway, because it will be different next time. Bye. Ah, there. Lucy, you want in on this? No? Okay.